Good evening, people. You're here with the GoodFathers. Myself, Jams.
Mike's.
And I'm Key.
And today's topic is what rights do men have when it comes to abortion? So,
if there is any, hypothetically,
basically,
as it says, isn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, so we're gonna get the topic rolling.
So basically, it starts with, okay then, a man and a woman seeing each other, whatever, casual or a little bit more than casual, regardless of how, whatever. The woman falls pregnant, the man not ready for a kid, the woman is having the kid.
Regardless.
What rights does the man have then? Well, he don't have any, but what things can be implicated to give the man a little bit more rights in that situation?
Let's just start with, obviously it's all hypothetical because there's no actual rights in it, so
course.
It's one of them, it's sticky, but in terms of men having rights, like you said, in them men end up in the situations there, you don't getting somebody pregnant and it's not your time to have she wants it and there's nothing you can do. So we was talking behind the cameras about a waiver. Yeah,
that's what we was chatting about.
Yeah, like that's one thing
basically, when we say a waiver, we mean the woman's fell pregnant, the man don't want the kid. As horrible as that sounds.
He was not ready. Let's put it like that, innit?
A man's not ready to have a child. So, ways of implicating a waiver where a man can sign
his fatherly rights away, basically. Innit?
Yeah, basically sign his fatherly rights away. That means time spent. That means money, everything. Basically,
everything you do to being a father, innit?
So basically, be all in laws. So the woman can't come back and chase him at a later date for CSA or call him a deadbeat dad, this, that, and other, basically. Yeah. So
what the man think of that though?
Obviously, there's two sides to it, and it's a sticky one. Car.
Sounds cold.
It sounds cold.
Obviously, let me ask the man, like, if you was in that situation and the wave was there, would you sign it?
The thing with me.
No. Just give me a yes or no.
Okay, then. All right. Yeah? This is my breakdown of the scenario. Then
Go on.
Boom. I've accidentally ended up in a situation with a girl. She's fell pregnant. She's saying she don't want the kid. No, she's saying she wants the kid. I'm not ready for the kid. I'm saying I'm going to put that point across. And then when it comes to this waiver, I'd probably use it, I can't lie, as a deterrent. Do you get me?
Yeah, so that
the fact that, okay...
So you're just man like say, you want to there's a waiver here. It's like, just remember these things.
Obviously for reasons where it's like, it can be used as a deterrent, Because
like
obviously...
If she sees a bit of, you got a bit of bread or...
You know what I'm saying? Like women, like a lot of women out there don't have babies for
the right reasons.
Regardless of what we think of it. Obviously, we know there is a lot of women that do, but end of the day, there is a lot of reasons why a girl might have a baby. For instance, like she could just be overly feeling you, want to trap you up, bam. She could notice that you got a little bit of change around you, bam.
Yeah.
Or you want to move out of the mum's yard or whatever, innit?
Yeah, even just to get a house, bruv. It's some of these gal who move that scatty, that they just, you get it?
That's different.
So, they're not, even though it sounds bad, they're not exactly good reasons to have a kid. Do you know what I'm saying? So, that could be used as a deterrent then, because it's like, okay then, if I say to you, there's such thing as a waiver, you're going to think, okay then, I can't really, trap him, you get me? I can't really trap him then, because if he just signs that, I'm just left with the youth on my ones, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of women out there that they're happy for that, innit? Well, they say they're happy for that, but that's the point I'm trying to make, innit? Like, they can say they're happy for that, but then down the line, there's always complaining, or there's always a chase, you get me? Or CSA get involved, or, you know what I'm saying? So if a man could just sign out his whole rights to it, but like I said, I wouldn't use it. I would only use it as a deterrent. If it didn't work, to get what I wanted to do, which obviously I don't mean to sound as bad as it sounds, but if it's gone past the first few stages and the only next stage is the abortion, I'd like to use it as a deterrent to make her know that, listen, this is here, innit? If I sign this, you ain't got me. Don't think you've got me just because you're having my youth. Because if I sign this, boom, you get me? Yeah. Then she might think twice and actually do the better thing. You know what I'm saying? For the situation.
What about you, Jams? What you?
But I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it, but obviously, man and man, you know what man are like, innit?
Builders, innit?
Builders. If he was in front of you, you'd use the situation and you had to wait with there, yes or no, was you decided?
Nah, man, I'm meant to go forth and
multiply.
Multiply, you see me?
Don't guys say it.
Yeah, man, I'm meant to go forth and multiply still. It depends on the situation. See if it was a thing of, I don't know, the girls.
She knew for a fact.
She's using man for some,
cool.
Or she's using man or she thinks man are a cash cow or some kind. It's gonna get said. It's gonna get signed, innit?
But then, with people like this, then, man are saying this and that about how a girl could use the situation to their advantage, but obviously then a man can use it the same way, innit? Like, the same way we know there's girl out there that can trap man, there's man out there that love to breed girl and keep it moving.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? So
yeah, of course.
What when a man could turn around and say, "Safe, I'm gonna sign this every time I breed a girl." So that means there's youth.
Yeah, that's what I suppose. That's why it's that's why it's hypothetical. You get it?
That's what I'm saying. Like with these. Obviously, you got to think the two sides of it. And
yeah, of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't sign one because, like I said, man's hold himself accountable. If I accidentally breed up a whopper, man's you get it. Unfortunately, man's having a youth with a tramp in it. You get it. The man's gonna bring the youth up the said way with the. You know what I'm saying? So there's not a man can do really, but it's just more of a deterrent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wouldn't use it.
See, but I probably think people out there are probably thinking, why does that question come up anyway? Like, why is it? But you have to remember, when it comes to having children, it's a life-changing situation.
Yeah, of course.
And
as a man,
the be all and end all, women have all the say in it. So regardless of the situation, the women, it's their body in it. So they have all the complete control. And at the end of it, if you're not around, you're deemed as a shit father, then it basically. And it's not always the case. As we're talking now, men might not be ready to have children, whatever the situation be. So that's the reason why we're talking about it. I don't think it just popped up on a random one with bad fathers behind doors and that. What you get it? So,
yeah, cool.
But that's it still. But in regards to the waiver, it would have to be a thing of not one person can sign it. It has to be both, innit? It has to be agreed.
Yeah. It has to be an agreement.
It has to be an agreement still.
It would have to be an agreement. She would have to like you said. She'd probably, like I'm saying, unless she's on the trapping thing, she's probably saying like, "Oh, I love it. I just want to eat myself."
So does this have to be something that has to be signed before intercourse?
Nah, that's the thing.
Like a contract.
This is what I was leading into, because
that's a bit weird.
it wouldn't be like a contract. It wouldn't be like a contract. It would be a case of.
Well, it is technically.
No, it is. But what I'm trying to say is, it wouldn't be a case of like, yo, I'm linking you, yeah, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, bro, you just wear like condoms and that. You know what I'm saying? This is just.
People don't.
People don't. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, them. Before you think about all what we're talking about, if you don't. That's the the best route is to strap up. Even before you strap up, bro, the best route is to not really be chopping things.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah.
If you're gonna if you're gonna have the right conversation, if you're gonna talk to the man, then
this is it. Obviously,
what about the guys that say, "We don't feel as good, man"?
But there's some girls that say that as well, though.
Yeah, no, it's true because it is true. But this is what I'm saying. This is built for an accident. You get me?
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is that me and you can't be like. Sleeping with each other and know like, yo, if you fall pregnant, I'm gonna sign this. That sounds mad. You get it? It's a case of, you fell pregnant. Okay, then, boom, I fell pregnant. I'm keeping.
But that's what it's gonna be, though.
This conversation has to be brought up before.
Yeah, but
no. Because if you have sex. And then you can't just bring it up randomly and be like,
But because course it is, because alright, then imagine you go out on a night out, yeah, you see you get me, you take it home and chop it up, yeah. There's no conversation. You're not having that conversation, bro. Because if you're thinking, if you're thinking that deep into the conversation, bro, then you would have already strapped up and done them things. This is made for an accident, bro. You get it? You can't already be going into it thinking, yo, I might breed this thing, bro. You get it? Because
but
then
this
just
is-
don't breed the
but-
thing up.
but how
This
right, let's
is
say-
made more for
Because
if you
remember the last time.
accidentally.
Because remember when we spoke about it properly, yeah, we was talking also then, alright, put it in a situation of you're with a girl, yeah, that you and her been together 3 years,
Yeah.
you love each other, you built your life, you got a house, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't want to have kids, she wants to have kids, she falls pregnant.
I
What
guess
are you gonna
that.
do?
I guess that's.
Are you gonna sign this waiver then and break up a whole complete family over a piece of paper or what?
It's not over a piece of paper.
It's a life, and it's realistic.
This is what I'm saying.
It's a decision. This is why it's a big decision.
It is going to have to be a thing of like I'm saying. You're going to have that conversation because it is going to come up.
Yeah,
if it's a one night stand, one night stands,
Yeah.
you can't have the conversation in it. If you're drunk to the point where you're
Yeah,
not even
cool.
knowing that you woke up next to a woman the next day or a man, then safe in it. But if you're linking someone over a period of time,
If you're
you're
looking
going to
at
have
being
this
with this
conversation.
woman for a long time.
Not even being with them.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say,
over a period of
because
time,
this is
you
what
know
I'm
it's
saying.
gonna happen at some
If you're
point,
having
innit?
the conversation, bro,
You
it
would
should
come
never
prepared,
get to this.
yeah.
You should never
I hear
get
what
to
you're saying,
this.
but at the same
Yeah.
time, you do need to have the conversation beforehand,
bro.
because regardless,
If you're looking at
Yeah, but then you should have the conversation and you should both know your journey, and you should both know, like, listen, my journey is like, yo, I'm looking to have a kid for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And if you're then on the same path, you shouldn't be together before that.
I don't mean the waiver conversation. I just mean the conversation generally about, someone might say, oh, I'm not looking.
I'm not ready for
in
kids.
the next few years.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other person would know that.
And that comes to compatibility, though, don't it?
So then, if she does fall pregnant,
Yeah.
she already knows what
the steps to take. Yeah.
So then she knows she's not going to come to you and be like, I really want this kid, because she already knows
Yeah, but that's what I'm
what
saying.
you want.
That's,
Yeah, but
that comes
that don't
to
mean
that's,
anything, no.
that's
When
to do with the relationship, though,
You have
innit?
to think that when it comes down to it, that don't mean anything. Like, if a woman, everyone that a woman says at the time, I won't have the youth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, like-
my brother's in a situation now. I can tell you, my brother's in a situation now. Yeah, he during Christmas, New Year's time, and that he got the thing. He got the sorry, can't keep calling them things. Yeah. He got the woman pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't mean nothing bad.
Yeah,
though.
done it.
No, when we, no.
We're sorry.
When we say ting
Like,
or
it's bad still.
we
We got
don't-
obviously we got females in our
that's
family.
our
innit? So
vocabulary.
we're
That's
sorry,
not,
you get me, but
you,
I mean,
I'm saying,
women,
it's
innit,
not a
but-
degrading word as when we
yeah.
say it. It's just a.
We don't mean it,
thing.
we don't
As I'm saying
That's
anyway,
just how
yeah.
it is.
My man's got the woman pregnant,
Yeah.
and they've had this conversation in it. Like, obviously, after it took me a while to process and that, they've sat down and had this conversation. Like, yo, he's not ready for you, and it. This exact thing having. You
Yeah.
come to me, you had told me this about a week ago. Mom's like, I'm not ready to have a yet. She said, safe, no problem. I understand that. Like, what do you want to do? Like, more than have to pill bullshit. She's like, yeah.
See, but that's another thing as well. Some girls are like that.
She's come, obviously she went and got the pill and brought it to the yard, but whatever my man's left her to it, she ain't took it. She's come the next day and said, just because you're saying about abortion doesn't mean I'm not on.
She spoke to
I'm
someone.
on
That's
this
why.
youth. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm on having this youth. So now my man's in this situation where he's having a youth now that he didn't. Not to say
It wasn't planned for.
he wasn't planning. No, he didn't want a youth. But he's in a situation now with somebody. He's having a youth with that he never planned to have the youth with, and he can't get out of it. Should there be a waiver for my man?
That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's in a
Like-
situation where you know what I'm saying? If he's that guy though, innit, you gotta realise, like, for instance, we said we're not them guys, bro. Like, we're gonna deal with our issues. You know what I'm saying? If a teen falls pregnant, man are gonna. You know what I'm saying? man are gonna look after the youth, innit? Man are gonna make sure his mum's good. Man's gonna look after the youth. That's how we are. We stand up guys. There's certain men out there that aren't, bruv, and their argument might literally be like, listen, I do not want to you. Yes, you should wear condoms then, or not. You get me? It's simple. That's the simplicity of it before that, but end of the days, accidents happen, bruv. And if an accident's gonna happen, bruv, like you said, a man should be able to just say, like, cop out, innit?
But it's more so for
But
the
man,
traffic girl.
no, it is man cop out anyway. Man cop out just without the paper,
But
bruv.
this is it.
But that's when they call them what, deadbeat dads or whatever. But that's a case of, alright then, what's the difference between a deadbeat dad then and a dad who a man who just didn't want a kid, is not ready?
Exactly, and this is the problem. As I was saying, I don't condone it, but I can understand it.
And
As
it's
to why
like-
some fathers are not around, because they probably didn't want to have the child in the first place. Once again, as you're saying, you have to strap up. But
Yeah.
as we're saying, on the flip side of it, not everyone likes to wear johnnies, both men and women. So Yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying that?
Speak.
No, we end up in the same situation, obviously. Cause there's women out there that have kids that you know they don't want them, and
because like I said, it depends what you fall on. For instance, like me and my kids' mum, bro. Like we were just seeing each other casually, bro. She fell pregnant, but luckily, bro, God, nice to me. You get it?
Yeah.
He said,
but this is the thing. How many pregnancies are planned now?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like not well.
None, majority of them ain't, unless you're in a, you know, like I said, you're in your long-term
especially
relationship.
not this.
They used to be back in
Not
the
this
day.
day and age.
Not anymore.
It's like, oh, you're pregnant. Like, oh, who's it for? Even though you know it's you. Get me?
This is what I'm saying. Like that's the stupidest.
Back in the day, you used to plan on who you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, times have changed now.
Well, maybe if that.
So
if it wasn't for a waiver, it would have to go back to that type of shit, innit? Like this is what I'm saying. The waiver would just be a deterrent, both for men and women, to look at each other and know, like, listen, like me and you are having a baby. Like, do you get it, for me and you, bruv? Like, not for the fact that you just said you're having a baby and because you want this or you want that, or. You know what I'm saying? Like now you got to watch who you really having sex with, because like a man can just turn around and say, "I'll sign the waiver." You can't there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are gonna be like, "Oh, like that's like back up." Do you get what I'm saying? Even though they want to act like, "Oh yeah, I don't need a man. I don't need a man." A lot of women like the fact that it's just a bit of backup, innit?
This is just a quick question. I don't want you to say because it's slightly off topic, but if it was to go. If this was to happen and it was to go to court, it's generally, it's kind of generally in the woman's favour.
Always is.
No, that's what I'm saying. It always is.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. So
the whole point of the waiver would be to even it a little bit, meaning the man's like not even like you said, it's not even to even it. I'm speaking, like I'm proper for it though, and I'm not really. You get it? I'm not even really for it.
We've seen it from all angles, though, innit?
Now, you see, I'm just trying to see it from all angles, but like I said, I'm not even really for it, but I wouldn't sign that shit.
But to me, this sounds.
I couldn't have a little pick me up mine.
Like a contract.
Yeah, but that's what ultimately
it's a contract to say you can't chase me.
No, but it's not a contract. It's not a beforehand, like we said, bro.
Nah, he's gonna have to be that. He's gonna have to be that. Like,
nah, bro. A contract. No, right then.
In 6 months has gone on, and you're still linking this woman. Yeah. You're gonna have to have this contract in place. There's no
man ain't getting
a contract has to be. You have to sign a contract to begin still. It's like a phone contract, and you have to sign.
No, for instance, a contract would be for case then. A contract would be to case of saying, all right then, how can I put a contract in play? A contract, what you're on about, a before contract would be more of like what do you call it? Like. How can I put this?
So it's like if you want to be with a woman, you let her know that I'm serious about this, but
I'm not ready for a child.
Yeah, and if you're happy with that, then
listen, I'm not getting you know.
Basically.
But that's separate. That is a separate thing. That's to do with the whole next thing. That's your relationship, and that's your compatibility in your relationship. What I'm trying to say is, if we're fully seeing each other, and we're having that conversation, that should be to do with our compatibility of being together. Do you get me? If we're not on the same path, we don't need to be together anyway. Allow it. You get it? I don't want a kid. You want a kid. Allow it. Why are we even chatting? We don't need to chat. You're ready for youths and that. I'm not having youths for 5 years. That's all dead. You don't need to run a relationship like that. You understand what I'm saying? This whole waiver thing, this whole waiver thing wouldn't be a relationship thing. This is more for accidents, bro. Like literally accidents, bro.
Or
like casual. Like for instance, like you seen that girl, who had the what? She went into the hotel room, and took the Johnny out the bin and breeded herself up with the youth Johnny, and he's a millionaire, bruv. Bruv, if that's me, I'm signing a fucking waiver. You get it? I'm signing the waiver, brethren. I don't business.
So it can be signed afterwards.
It is afterwards. This is what we're trying to get, bruv. It's after she's already pregnant. The waiver's here now.
See, but I researched that. That's not raw. It's raw, not even true, you know.
It's not true.
It's raw, not true, bro.
They had a picture of her and everything.
Yeah, trust me, I researched that, fam.
Scratch that out. That's a good story.
Wait, on the basis of it though, if you know the storyline,
you know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
You sign away for it, innit?
But even that, then.
At the end of the day, like I said,
of course.
If your car let's put it into perspective in our day and age, yeah? Let's say a woman's got, say, 2-3 geezers that she links in it.
Yeah.
At a time, yeah? She's going to be linking these not just for a month or so, she's going to link them over a period of time. Yeah. A man is going to have about 2-3 guys that is linking over a period of time, innit? So that's what I'm saying. If you're linking these people over more than 6 months during this period of time, you're going to have this conversation and you're going to have to pull it this way to say, yo, we've been linking for long enough now. Like, if something's to happen and you know I'm not ready for this.
But that's what I'm trying to say though, Keys. That's too planned, bro. If you're thinking that logically, then you shouldn't be doing that.
But in a waiver is a plan. It's part of a plan, innit, to stop you from getting caught up in
something. It's like, if you take a phone contract out,
and
then you say to the network, listen, I'm going to take it out for a few months. I'm not going to sign the contract yet.
I'll
sign it afterwards.
If I'm not ready for it now, like it's done, innit?
Like, no, you have to sign it now.
That's it.
You're going to be dedicated to this.
It's exactly that.
Nah, but you're
that's
not
getting it. That's what I'm saying. Man are trying to like be like,
I already done said, yo, you have to let them begin.
Man are trying to say, I don't mind. I keep running, beating the thing, and if it happens at some point,
I'm not getting mad. I'm just trying to make man understand the whole point of the waiver.
I'll get it from point.
Do you get it? Still. When you're saying before thing, bro, you're thinking too much about it, bro.
You would have went prepared.
You've already, you know what I'm saying? You're already prepared, bro.
But at the same time, if deciding something,
you shouldn't be prepared.
You shouldn't be thinking that logically, bro, about having a kid, about not having a kid. If you're thinking that logically,
she needs to know that.
This is what I'm saying to you is, if you're already thinking that logical, bro, you should have already made the steps to ensure she don't get pregnant, bro. Do you get it? Yeah. You're already thinking in the box, bro. Yeah. There's no point fucking then, you know what I'm saying, doing all this deep, like, oh yeah, we signed this waiver, and then you just bare backing up the thing said way, bro. That's so silly, innit? If you're already that clocked on that, yo, this thing could just fall pregnant, and then you get it. This is for when you're not, as man know, but man ain't always thinking with the head up here.
But if you're not using the waiver though,
obviously that means man's changing gal every couple of weeks. Then you get me, cause you're not getting into that situation to get there. You get me, but
that's why that's what I'm saying. It's not really for a relationship, innit? It's not really for a relationship. I'd say it's more.
That makes more sense.
It's more for an accident, bro. Because like I said, bro, if you're in a relationship, you're gonna have that talk without a waiver anyway. Do you understand? Like, you should be having that chat with your girl anyway. Like, if I'm seeing a girl now and we've been seeing each other for 6 months, 7 months, and we're together, then we get together, and it's a case of what? She's like, oh, look, I'm ready to have kids, and I'm like, yo, I'm like 6-7 years away from having a kid. Then you've got to just scratch that relationship, bro.
But that's the thing. That's the thing there. 6-7 months, you realise this girl's a good girl, and you're just gonna scratch it over a waiver.
It's not over the waiver, it's over the...
It's a life-changing situation, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, it's not the waiver then, is it? It's the actual child, bro. If you've been seeing a thing for 7 months and you're still like, yo, 7 years away from having a kid, then bro, you have to scratch her off, innit? Because you can't keep her holding for 7 years, bro, and then you can't also rush into something that you're not ready for.
I feel like, to me...
You have to know your...
I don't know if it's just me, but...
You have to know your thing.
That conversation, to me, is like... Not as deep as it sounds, but it's like a first date kind of, you know when you're chatting and you're just like, oh, so what's
your thoughts on abortion?
Like, nah, that's a bit.
You're like saying,
when would you want kids?
That's a big. That's like you can't drag it in on a first date thing. Like, oh, that's dangerous. Man's deep in that direction.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't even be 6-7 months into a relationship and then know like, that's the early doors. You get it? That's what I'm saying. That's early doors.
Besides relationship, you gotta think. We don't have relationships nowadays, innit? Man that are linking girl ain't man that are linking women, ain't doing it right to get into a relationship. Man, you're having fun, innit?
Yeah, that's it. I suppose if that's what you're having fun, but obviously
if you're having fun for more than 6 months, at some point you're gonna have to have this conversation about a waiver to say, yo, we've been having fun too long now, and something could happen. So this is where I draw the line, innit? This is my waiver to say, if it does happen, I'm not involved in it.
No, I hear that too. Yeah, I kind of hear.
Saying? Like,
It's a 50-50 thing still. I think
if you're having casual sex, bro, you're gonna have to have this way.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's the whole point.
Especially if the wave is being signed, it has to be done at the beginning, innit? But I can understand, as I was saying earlier, I can understand where he's coming from. Where if you're thinking that forward, you're gonna be pre-prepared in it for the situation to come ahead. So,
yeah, like if you're seeing a thing for 6-7 months, I think by then you should just know. You get it. You should know, Beanie, what it is. You get it. What you want about.
But this is more, as I said, this is for the people that are planning on having children for the wrong reasons, and whether it's
it's more for
get
that
a house or to trap a man or whatever.
It's more of a deterrent for that.
That's what it's for.
That's what's hypothetically the wave is hypothetical.
And the man out there just breeding girls.
Yeah,
So next man can't have girl.
It's true.
You know what the man there? Trust me, but it's one of them, innit? There's probably other things that we could discuss that we ain't thought about, but obviously the waiver was arting in it.
That's what
we wanted to pick at. You get me? Obviously, I'm interested to know if anyone else has any kind of suggestion towards men's rights in abortion, hypothetically.
Because we ain't got none.
Okay, here's a question. Put your mind in a woman's mind right now watching this.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I know what women...
What question?
No, because listen, I know exactly what women are going to do. I know what they're going to do.
Okay, so
they're going to say, it takes two to tango, you know?
But this is the point, though. This is the point.
It
takes two to tango, so two should be able to make the choice, but ultimately...
This is what they're going to say.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not being funny. That's what they're going to say.
Okay, so
and this is what women always just shove the blame onto the man. And I don't mean to be fucky, but they do, bro. If you ever say that, the first woman's point is, well, you should have done something, but it's like, yo, you shouldn't but that's what they're saying.
Should have pulled out.
This combo was done somewhere else, man.
Nah, but that's what they're saying, bro.
This is a rap, innit? This is a rap, man.
This is
real, bro.
It's real though. That's what they're gonna. That's what a woman's automatically gonna say. Well, it takes two. It takes two of us to make a baby. Blah de blah de blah, innit? But like I said, it takes two people to make a baby, but it only takes the one.
She's gonna ask what
to have the baby, innit?
What rights are there gonna be for us? That's what they wanna know. If there's gonna be rights for men, they're gonna want rights as well.
They've already got rights though.
Yeah, but
they've got the rights. They make the choice. Bro.
They've got
if they want it or they don't want it.
The whole thing is
always something
for a man just to be able to say something. That's all the waiver would just be literally something there for a man to actually be able to talk.
Have a little say.
A man can't say anything, innit? Like for instance, like as soon as a girl falls pregnant, bro, like you're done out here, bro.
But saying that there are some girls that they'll have the chat, and if you're not ready, they'll be like, yeah, alright then, safe. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, because not every girl's the same. It depends, innit? Like you said, certain women are naturally, I don't care what you do anyway. I'm having this innit? So my argument is if they're so into having it on their own, like fully just have the you on your own, then you get it, and they'll just sign off one time.
About a kid.
Obviously, listen, it's not fair on the children, and like I said, this is why we can't do it. I'm a stand-up guy, but I'm not doing that. No little my blood ain't running round, and then I'm not looking after it. Do you get me? That's not for me, bro. But there's guys that it's for. Regardless of what we think, bro, there's man out here that are probably watching this thinking, yeah, bro, them man alright, bro. They'll probably take the piss out of it, you get me? Obviously, you should get like 2-3 strikes.
You see, you man that are sitting there saying that, yeah, you need to pay attention, because realistically, blood, when you bring a life into this world, and you leave him to go up on his own or her own, without that protection of a father or mother, blood. It's not nice, bro. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
That's why half of the youths are disjointed with this world nowadays and disjointed with their own families because they never had that connection there. So you need to pay attention to what you're doing realistically, you get me?
But like I'm saying, so we're going to bring it back forth.
And just leave it out there.
Yeah.
Leave it out there, man. Leave it open to the floor. And like I said, if there's any other things, if there's any other suggestions, man, feel there could be, throw them in. Women, if you feel there's some suggestions, if you feel like we've touched the topic that's a bit sore, let us know. You get me, or whatever. It's one of them. We're here to touch the toast, to touch the sauce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just about conversations, isn't it? Like this is what we're here for. Conversations, whether we're for it or against it, but we're just having a conversation. And it's just, like I said, I'm just literally bringing it up as a deterrent, bro. That's the only thing I'd use it for, bro. Do you get me? Just to make women think, just like I said, the reckless women who are having kids for no good apparent, not because their heart and soul wants the kid, for other ulterior motives. It's just to make them think. It would just be to make them think. You get it? Like, listen, you're actually bringing a kid into this world. It's a fucking serious thing. You get me? The dad saying he's not ready. Like, you're bringing the youth up for some stupid reasons and that. You get me? You don't even really want the youth yourself.
A lot of them do it to.
That's the women we're talking about.
Like the guys.
Yeah,
that's another
like,
thing
I'm
as well.
doing this because you're a shit dad.
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's you putting that on the kid now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's all onto the kid, isn't it? Yeah. The kid's the one that's going to be brought up without no dad, or. But that's what I'm saying. It even works with or without the waiver, innit? Some of you women are having kids by deadbeat men, not even deadbeat men, but men who are that way inclined, and then moaning about it.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what I'm saying?
That's the guy knowing what type of man he is.
That's the you, innit?
That do that, like.
No, it's not even.
Should like a man kind of be like, okay, if I have no choice here, I'm just gonna just do what is right, and I'm just gonna just do my best.
But that's
because if you have no like, it's another thing saying, I don't want anything to do with this child. But then, if you have no choice and she does that anyway, then you just think.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
right.
that comes down to the character of the man, innit? Certain man ain't built like man, bro. Certain men are bouncing from their youths, you get it? So you got to think about it as a woman, obviously not as a woman, but for instance now, a woman's had a one night stand with a geezer and chose to keep the baby, but then it's like, then they're moaning down the line that the dad's a deadbeat dad, he don't help out financially, he ain't got no time, this and that.
It's the
So
situation you had the child in.
everyone should be thinking better, innit? Like, we should all be thinking better about who we're sleeping with, first and foremost. Do you get me? Because like this day and age, we're all reckless, bro. We're all just chopping, innit? Regardless, bro.
This is why I'm saying, like, there's no sitting there talking about obviously relationship wise, because you know it's gonna ruin a relationship, but there's too much casual sex going on in this day and age, and that's to not have. If man are talking about a waiver, there's too much casual sex going on to not have this conversation at some point. You get in the car, but like I said, I know man know out there that are chopping crazy women, and there's women out there that know that I fucking be two man, you get me, but they still do it. They're
still chopping away, still.
When, like I said, when they fall in that situation there, that's when they want to call up, like, I don't want to be involved in that, but at the end of the day,
it's too late, isn't it?
It's late, isn't it? It's late, it's too late. So
the advice we give is scrap everything we've just spoke about, wear condoms. Nah, we're not scrapping, but you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Scrap everything we just on about, wear protections, or
that's the building
contraceptions, and even before that, just watch who you're chopping, innit? Like, start thinking about who you're chopping. You need to know who, like, you know what I'm saying? The way I see it is, bro, the way I've started looking at it is, if you can't see yourself having a you with that person, bro, you shouldn't even be chopping like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
But sometimes you can't you can't see that a woman.
Nah, but you can, bro, you can, fam. Every man, bro, every man knows, innit? Like,
nah.
Bro,
she might be the nicest person.
Nah.
It's not until you get into it where you realise this and that. You get it? Like,
I hear that, but at the same time, bro, because as a man,
you can't see a girl that you like and say, yeah, she's not the one for me still.
Bro.
Just by looks, bro, you can't.
What do you mean, blood?
I'm saying, if you see a girl that you like... No. What I'm trying to say is, if you see a girl that you like and you think, just from appearance alone, you can't tell as to what she's good at, what she's not good at, if she suits your, what's the word? Your capability, basically. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, bro. It's impossible.
But this is it. This is what man do. You
should be getting to know. That's what I'm saying. You should be getting to know the girl more before you chop them.
But this is why there's so much casual sex going around, because man don't do that. Man just look and focus and say, alright, safe. Chest looks good. Waist looks good. That's me.
But it's them
man
ain't even saying, bro.
Man ain't even saying, you know what? Let me even find out if she can even cook a pot of oxtail and rice. You get me, like?
Nah, for real.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, man,
girl as well. You get me, girl out there like, yo, my man. My man Zimmers is looking good still. You get me, like, and he's got the latest lubes on. Like, yeah, safe. That's my guy. But yo, My man's rented everything. You don't know this shit. You get me, right?
Serious.
You're not, blood.
And
There's too much focus.
Versa.
There's too much focus here on appearance nowadays. You get me, and nobody's paying attention to personality and what people are dealing with.
that's
So
what you're gonna say,
you ain't
right?
gonna find nobody
I
real
was gonna
nowadays
say,
because nobody's
sometimes-
watching.
Sometimes it's vice versa, where girls look for guys. Like, if you can't cook oxtail, then they're not on it.
Yeah.
Guys look at girls like, if you're not driving a Beamer or
it works both ways. It works both ways still.
Yeah, of course.
It works
Obviously,
both
that's what I'm
ways.
saying.
But I don't think it's men. I think that's more of a female thing. If you ain't got this and this. Cause you know, you have to remember, you know. Bro, what you on about, fam? How many man do you... See, listen, the next topic of discussion.
Listen.
Men
There's too
are
many
builders,
hype-
women ain't builders,
Blood.
bro.
Listen.
Some women are.
In this day and age,
some
man,
women ain't builders.
Too many man going like the hype profile these days.
Nah,
I hear
bro.
that.
It's the
Too
women
many
that
man.
build.
Now we hear what we're saying, but at the same time, I do know a lot of Donnies who live off their baby mums.
Yeah.
If it weren't for their baby mums,
You
they'd
know
be
what?
so
That's the next
upset.
topic of
Listen,
discussion.
I was just about to say, scrap this car. We're getting off what we're talking about.
End
End of fucking conversation right now, yeah? Because that's the next topic. But I'm telling you now,
Where,
you're
yeah.
chatting shit, yeah?
Nah,
Anyway, no, don't even let me reply. People, yeah? I hope you enjoyed the episode. You get me? Yeah? If you got something to say, drop it in the comments below, yeah? Anything we've missed.
Hold on. What?
No, chat shit about what? Yeah? I've been keen, that's Jams, the shit chat, you get me on mics. Enjoy. Good night, peace out, I'm out.